Test, 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 test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Why is it always testing 1, 2, 3? Why isn't it like testing 6, 5, 1? There he is, the Jared Rooney. What's up, baby? Thank you for the roses. Mic check, sound check. We all check. Good morning. It is Friday. Holiday weekend. You know what that means. Gap and crap. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Poetic emulation. Chef Joseph with the lightning. Yes. Good morning, guys. We made it to Friday. You lived to trade another day. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Mr. Dave on the tubes. Manny being Manny with the goat. Walter Morales, good morning. Adam, good morning. Fishing Midwest, good morning. Are we ready for today, everybody? Are we ready for today? Mr. Dave with the heart me. He can be in two places at once. Be like Mr. Dave. Daniel. Andrew the Believer. Mr. Dave with the first cheering crab of the morning. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Popular vote. Yes, thank you. Andrew, Chris Taylor, good morning. Hope you all are doing well on this fine Friday morning. We'll be golfing later today. Andrew the Believer just reached level 22 in the fan club. Join that fan club. When you hit the heart me, you become part of the fan club. I learned that last night. Tenny Flows with the good morning. Hello, Tenny Flows. Marky Brown, part of the fan club. Thank you, Marky Brown. Let's go. Right now, all we're working on is tapping those screens on the tubes. On the tack. Tappity tap, 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 tap. Davion with the heart man, part of the fan club. Midwest, a part of the fan club. Brad James, part of the fan club. Davion with the lightning. Thank you, Davions with the lightnings. The lightnings, yee. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Zeus. Banging into Zeus right here with the 20 underneath you. If this doesn't scream gap and nap, I don't know what does right there. We got to get back over that 200. Good morning, KK. Oscar Urbano. Talons. There he is. What's up, Talons? Good morning, April Stapleton with the rose and the heart me. Welcome to the fan club, April Stapleton. Yes, when you send your heart me, folks, you become part of the fan club. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. We are at 4,000 likes. We're usually at 10,000. By now, tap it out. Abdullah with the follow. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day. Powder with the cheering crab. Number 2. Thank you, my Powder. Good morning, checking on. How are you? Checking on. Wasn't it checking in at one point, or was it always checking on? SRB with the follow. Thank you, SRB. We are at 5,500 likes. User, part of the fan club with the heart me. User with the goat. Thank you, my user. Got about a few hours sleep last night. Had to go sleep in the daughter's bed with all the stuffed animals up my back, in my ear. Jared over there on the tubes. What's up, Jared? There he is. Tap over there, my Jared. Tanya, good morning. Good morning, Tanya. Mighty Mike with the rose. Thank you, Mighty Mike. Nightmare. She goes through these little stages that they say is normal. Scatty with the good morning. How are you? Good morning, Jaffe Joe. Hello, my Jaffe Joe. All right, let's get to work, everybody. Good morning. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Voss. Been doing this 21 years. Been streaming now for about 2 years almost, I think, right? A year and a half, maybe? Hope you all are doing well. We're going to put in our level support and resistance. We're going to get our whip zones in there, and we are going to teach you how to trade properly. Remember, our VIP is open. $25 a month, $275 for the year. Link is in my TikTok bio. And all weekend, all holiday weekend, you can start learning how to trade properly to be ready for next Tuesday. Right now here on Miss Market, we are at Zeus, the 200 daily. All right, right underneath you, you got the 20 daily right there, okay? So we get stuck between that today. Notorious on a holiday, last day before a holiday, on a Friday. Gap and nap. Go sideways, very possible. Got to get back over that 200, okay? So that's going to be a telling sign today. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on Miss Market as we put our whip zone levels in. We know right now we have a gap down here in position 2 on Miss Market. We come over here to the hourly chart right now. We got our first level of support right here around 570. 570 is our first level of support. And then right underneath that on the hourly, we have our 200 as support. Remember, folks, currently right now on the daily, we're clanging and banging there with that 200. So keep that in mind on the SPY, all right? As we zoom this back out to our execution time frame between 9:30 and 9:45 on that 2-minute chart, you got room down to 570. First stop on SPY. If you get under 570 with a retest, we have room down to 560 here on Miss Market. Got to see if you're going to get under that 200 and hold it, all right, down on the daily. That's going to be key. We're going to head over now to Apple. Big mouth overnight, sprung again, and now Apple is down because of the TRAFF's nonsense. So here on Apple, we are in position 3 to the downside right here on Apple. We're going to mark out our support and resistance levels for you here on Apple. Buckeye with the popular vote and the heartbeat. Jaffe Joe with the chili and the heartbeat. Thank you, Jaffe Joe. I appreciate you. Let's get our hourly in. Boom, right there. All right. So here we go on Apple. We're on our 2-minute time frame for our executions. We are down here in position 3. You're in a neutral state. You have room down to about 193 on the Apple. 193 on Apple. Yeah, on the tubes, guys, Tenny flows like Jeremy and all of them. We're not engaging. Just block them. All right, just block them. Christine Kish, good morning to you. How are you, Christine Kish? How we doing, Trinity? Put it in the chat, guys, what you want to go through. I'm not just going to pick them myself. What do you want to look at? Put them in the chat. Get that chat moving. Christine, good morning. Good morning. No one cares about short squeezes. Amateurs talk that way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put them in the chat. Google. All right, here we go on Google. We are in a narrow state. In position 2 to the downside. You're starting position 2 here on Google. We got our 200 on the 5-minute right above us, so make sure you know where that is. Right below you here on Google on the 15-minute at 167.86, we have our 200 as well. And above you, you have your hourly 20, okay? So be careful there. We're going to go out to our 2-minute, our execution time frame at the open. Back to the upside here on Google, we now have a lot of resistance. 171, 172 area. You do have room down to that 200 at 167.87 on Google. I see a lot of clanging and banging today, guys, being stuck in these whip zone support and resistance levels, okay? So be careful here on Google. Back over 175, you have room up to 178 on Google, so make sure you mark those levels down. The Qs. Hello, YouTube. Hello, TikTokers. On YouTube, if you want me to go over any symbol, just put it in the chat. We are in a narrow state on the Qs. We are in position 2 to the downside here on them Qs. All right, so we are going to mark our support and resistance. We'll go to our hourly. Let's zoom this out. First stop is right there. Second stop is there. Boom. All right, here we go on the Qs. Narrow, position 2. All right, you have room on the Qs down to 492.50 and then 492 on the Qs. Coming back up with an event, you have room up to 514 on those Qs. We're going to head over now to AMD. Little AMD action. We are in a narrow state here on AMD. Just don't like the position of this, okay? Because we're in nap zone now. We are down here starting position 3. We can get one more leg to the downside. Let's check this out. You got your first set of support here at 107. Okay, mark that down. 107 and then 105.43, 105 level on AMD. So as we come back out to our 2-minute, as you can see, we are in position, the start of 3, and we have room down to 107 here on AMD in that narrow state. Under 107 with a retest, you have room down to 105.43 and then 105 hold number. Watch that as well. Coming back up with an event, you have room up to 111 here on them Qs. Thank you, ABM, with the follow. IWM and then Meta coming up for you here. We're going to head over to IWM right now. Keep tapping, everybody. We are only at 16,000 taps. We don't get the taps. We just sign off. That's all, folks. I can get to the range a lot earlier today. We are in a neutral state on IWM right now. We're going to mark in our 200 and support and resistance above us right there. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go down to our hourly. We have major support here around 197. All right, 197. Mark that down as well. Neutral state on IWM. We are in position 2. We got room down to 197 here on IWM. You get under 197 with a retest, you have room down to 196. Coming back up to the upside with an event, you have room up to 203 on IWM. Got a lot of resistance above there on a lot of these, folks, okay? A lot of resistance. Keep tapping, everybody. Keep tapping. Polo, I love you so much. User with the GOAT. Matt Dixon with the perfume. Buckeye, yes. Nvidia, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go over here. Right now, we are in a neutral state on an Nvidia. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Nvidia. 15-minute, we're nice and tight. That looks good there. On the hourly, we're going to roll this back here. First stop is 123 right here on Nvidia, okay? You got a hold number and a pivot, and then we got room down to 116.50 on Nvidia. Coming back to the upside here, we're going to put you guys right around 137. We're going to zoom out here on our 2-minute. We are narrow. We are in position 2, starting position 3, and we have room down to 123 here on Nvidia. Coming back up above the whip zone, or into the whip zone, you have room up to 133. Mark that down, 133. Ultimate goals to get over 134.21 for room up to 137 here on Nvidia. Zen Method with the rose. Paulo K, I love you. I love you. Microsoft, let's go. Microsoft, what do we got? What do we got? Right now, we are in a narrow state on Microsoft. We are in position 2 to the downside. Yes. Nice and tight here on the 15. Looking good. Looking good. So let's put this here. Bam. 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 All right, on Microsoft, we are narrow. You can get you're only in position 2, so you got room to fall here. We got room down to 444 on Microsoft. 444 on Microsoft. Under 444, you have room down to 439.50 and 439 on Microsoft. Yes. Jimmy Shankuji, do you talk to your mother with that mouth? Do you kiss your mother on the lips with that mouth? Huh? She probably likes it. Zen Method with the rose. Peter Hanley with the follow. PLTR. Let's go. Got inbreds over there. Narrow state here on PLTR. We are in position 2 to the downside in that narrow state on PLTR. Currently position 2. You got room down to this pivot right here. 119.44. I'm going to hear from the agency on that one. I'll tell them to go fuck themselves too. All right, here we go. Hold on. PLTR, 2-minute, narrow state, position 2. You got room down to 119.44, 119 hold number area here on PLTR. Under 119 with a retest, you have room down to 113. Be careful here. PLTR coming back up. You got room up to 122. 122 on PLTR. Hey, I thought we were going to the moon on PLTR. What happened? I thought we were going to the moon. Moon. Let's head over to Bit of the Coin. Oh, Bit of the Coin. Yes, with the all-time highs, huh? But no. All roads. You're coming back to the 20. Who was going to the moon up here on Bitcoin? Too far from the 20, you silly goose. You got burned again, didn't you? Woof. Sorry. Yes, Mr. Dave, you're right. He probably likes it. Jared, you caught that, huh? I try to do that on. Yes, I got to be nice, everybody. I got to be nice. All right, Uber. Let's see what we got here on Uber. I like interacting with them, though. It's fun because I'm great at it. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state on Uber. We are in position 2 to the downside on the Uber-Roonies. So let's see what we got here. Well, you got room down to this 200 on the hourly, 82.21, 82 area. All right, 1 hour, we have our 20 there. Pull it back here on the 2-minute time frame. You're in a narrow state. You got more legs to the downside here, folks, all right? On Uber, you're at 86.35. You have room down to $82 on Uber. Coming back to the upside, you have room back up to $88 on Uber. Let's go. You want to get back over that whip zone of 88.56 for a room up to $90. Now, do I think Bitcoin will drop lower? Dom, what part of the cycle is it in? Where is it on the cycle? How far away are you from the 20? The heartbeat of everything. Let's take a look. Right now on Bitcoin, what state are we in? Dom, what state? We are in that neutral to wide state, all right? On Bitcoin, you want this 20 to halt you right here, and then for a move back up to that 200, okay? So we'll see what we get on that. On the 5-minute, you got room back to that 20. All roads lead back to the 20. Remember that. User with the goat. Thank you, everybody. We got 4 more crabs on the board. 4 more crabs to go. If you're here for the first time, give us a follow. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Oki Fiagas with the follow. Thank you, Oki. Neutral right now here on Tesla. I might have to trade Tesla today. Tesla Rudy, neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside on Tesla. 5-minute, you're nice and tight there in that whip zone. And the 15, folks. You see that when you're nice and tight in that whip zone? That's pretty good. That means some power is coming, okay? On the hourly, we're going to mark out here 30, just because of these hourly pivots, all right? We're going to mark these out for you. Back to the upside, we're up here. Right now on Tesla, we're neutral. We are in position 2. First stop, 331.50 to the downside. You should be able to blow through that. Under 331.50, you have room down to 323 on Tesla. Now remember, you are narrow. You're going to get something out of Tesla today, all right? Especially with the 5 and 15, nice and tight there in that whip zone area. MSTR, let's go. Love from India. MRF, I love you too. How are you, MRF? Good to see you. Thank you, Dom, for the subscription. Appreciate you. Remember, folks, the VIP is open. We had a lot of new VIPers this past week. A lot. All right, you're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. That link is in my TikTok and YouTube profile, where my main profile is with all my videos. Just click the link. $25 a month, $275 for the year will get you in the VIP, or just type in thevosstrading.com. You can study all weekend, and you will know a lot more come next Tuesday, that's for sure. Be careful today, all right? For all our novice traders out there, be very, very careful. Today is the day for starting the holiday weekend. We have a lot of gaps. Expect some gap and naps today. You got to be very careful. Your bullseye is 9:30 to 10 today. 9:30, 10:15-ish in that window to get something done, all right? Right now, we are in a neutral state on MSTR. Be careful here. We got our 5-minute above there. We have a gap down. We are in position 2, pretty much like everything else, all right? To the upside, above the whip zone, we also have our 200 waiting for us there. Let's go out to our hourly, mark out our support levels here. We got a triple top up there, and boom. We're going to come back out to the 2-minute right now, all right? We are in position 2 to the downside. First stop, 375.43, 375 hold number. Under 375 hold number with a retest, you have room down to 356 here on MSTR. Coming back up, first stop will be 399. Right there, 399 up to MSTR. You got to get back over 409.50 for a move up to 427 on MSTR. Chef Joseph, yes, with part of the fan club with the heartbeat. Scott Davis with the popular vote. S. Galvin with the rose. Thank you, S. Galvin. Keek, what's up, Keek? Sure, we'll do Miss Market. You want to see Miss Market? I got Miss Market for you. Right now, Miss Market, you are in that narrow state. You are in position 2. To the downside, you have room down to 570, first stop. 570, first stop, under 570 with a retest. You have room down to 560. No, we're not bleeding out, everybody, all right? Get your Band-Aids. Right here, you have room back up to 583, back to the upside. You want to get over 586.58, and you have room up to 596 on the SPY. Get your Band-Aids. We got Band-Aids here for all the bleeders. Hillary with the heartbeat and the roses. Thank you. What else are we looking at, everybody? Put it in the chat. We are at 55,000 taps. Let's get to that 100. 200,000 is the goal. Let's go. Tap it out. YouTube. Holy moly, we got a lot of people again. I love you guys over there. YouTube. Nvidia. Mamacita. Margarita. Mamacita. All right, here we go. We are narrow on Nvidia. We are in position 2. Getting close to that start of position 3 here on Nvidia. You have room down to 123 on Nvidia. 123, under 123 with a retest. You have room down to 116. Can you hit these levels? Sure you can. You're in a narrow state, and you're just starting that narrow state, okay? Coming back up to the upside, 133 would be your first stop. Then get over 134.21, and you have room up to 137.21. Here on Nvidia. Teddy Flows wants a little Home Depot. I got to go to the Home Depot, actually. I just dislike going to Home Depot because I'm one of those people, when I go in there, I have no idea where anything is or what I'm really looking for. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Home Depot as we put in our support and resistance lines right now for all of you beautiful, fine souls out there. Right now, you're running into the hourly 200 Teddy Flows here on Home Depot. We are narrow. You got your 200 right here. You have room down to 360.77 on Home Depot. First stop, okay? Under 360.77, we got to get you. I got to get you, Teddy Flows. Hold on. There you go. Under 360.77, Teddy Flows. You can look to get down to that hold number of 357. Got to get back over to 200 here, 363. This is a hold number and a 200 for a move back up to 366 on Home Depot. KKK with the popular vote and the heart me. Thank you, KKK. Let's go, tappers. Tap it out. It's like going to a toy store. What projects do I start? I got a lot of them for you over here, Patter, if you want to fly in, you know. I got some good projects here for you. Yeah, but always has that smell, too. Like that wood, that musty, that... can't wait to get the hell out of there. All right, IWM. Now, if you put me in a golf store, I can look there all day. Right now, we are in a neutral state, position 2. You got room down to 197. First stop here on IWM, Moose the Job. Hello, good morning. Down to 197. Under 197, you have room down to 196 here on IWM. And, of course, coming back up in an event, you have room up to 203. First stop on IWM. Moose the Job, did you get that all cleared up yesterday with the videos? Was it McDonald's Wi-Fi? What was going on over there? Boeing, let's see what we got. We are in a neutral state on Boeing currently. We are at the start of position 3 here on Boeing. Let me just mark out these support and resistance levels for you beautiful souls. All right. Boom, 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 boom. 194, and then we're going to put you right there. Boom. All right. Boeing, here we go. 2 minute from 9:30 to 9:45. Starting position 3 right now in a narrow, getting narrow. You have room down to 195 here on Boeing. 195, mark that level down. Coming back up here on Boeing with an event, you have room up to 203 on Boeing. 203 is the goose right there. You want to get back over 205.50 for a room up to 208. It started working after you made the McDonald's Wi-Fi comment. Maybe the Big Mac started turning correctly. Who the hell knows? Tesla for Talons. Let's go. You like McDonald's, Moose the Job? Are you a McDonald's person? Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You have room on Tesla down. First stop, 331.57. All right. Under 331.57, you have room down to 323. Mark that down. Coming back up, right here, 341 first stop, and then get over 347.21 for a room up to 355 on Tesla. His Wi-Fi got offended and said, I'll show you. I love these Jared computer jokes. Candy with the heartbeat. Candy with the cheering crab. 3 out of 6 are off the board with the cheering crabs, everybody. Remember, hit that follow button right now, and we will give you a shout-out. Come become part of the family here. Big Al, what's up? UNH. Big Al. Let's see who we got here. One of my good friends is Big Al. Boy can eat. All right, we are in a neutral state on UNH. We are in the whip zone. Buckeye with the cheering crab. Mighty Mike with the finger heart. Buckeye, I think I know how to solve your whip zone problem. We are in a neutral state here on UNH. Let's get our support and resistance. Bum 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 bum. Where would it go? Bam. Bam. UNH. Right now we're in the whip zone above 299.77 300. You got room up to 301.13 on UNH, okay? Under the whip zone of 296. You got to get back under 296. You have room down to 280.52 and then 280 here on UNH. Bando with the follow. Thank you, Bando. I appreciate you, Bando. Appreciate you with that follow. Yes. Nvidia for Chinko. What's up, Chinko? How are you? I love all these names. Right now, we are in the narrow state on Nvidia. We are in position 2. Getting ready to go in position 3. You got room, Chinko, down to 123 here on Nvidia. I agree, Jared. I love your joking. Alex Gachovich. I got your Google. Don't you worry, Alex. Google for our tubers. Keep tapping, Alex. Make sure you're tapping. Make sure we're not napping over there, everybody on YouTube. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Google. We are in position 2. You got room down to 167.87. Call it 168. First stop with a poke through to the 87 there. Under 168 with a retest, you have room down to 161.50 on Google. Coming back to the upside here on the Google-roonies, everybody. We have room up to 171, 172 area, but you got a lot of choppy resistance up here, okay? You see them white lines? This is what you got to look forward to. Coming back up on Google. You got to break through all of that. See it? You got to break. So don't be the one trying to break through that. Get over that. Get over 172 for a room up to 174. Nice and easy. Let the novices try to break through this, okay? You get the retest. Nice and easy. Let them open the door for you and say, come on in. Yes. 4 out of 6 crabs are off the board. Yep. Make sure we light up that gift gallery, folks. Artegoist. I don't know what you're saying there. I'm not sure. I don't know. What's he talking about? Does he know what he's talking about? Amazon. Amazon. We are in a neutral state here. Does he know what he's talking about? We are in a neutral state, yes, on Amazon. Just like everything else, we are in position 2 to the downside. We're at 84,000 likes. Let's go. Come on, let that like machine show them. We are the champions. We are in position 2 to the downside here. Nice and tight on the 5. On the 15, your 200 is up there. Let's go to the hourly. Boom. 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 All right, here we go on Amazon. Neutral, position 2. First stop here is 195. You got room down to 195 on Amazon. Under 195 with a retest, you have room down to 191. Coming back up here on Amazon, you have room up to $200. First stop, not the whip zone. You have hourly pivots there at the whole number, okay? Then you got to get back over 200 with a retest up to 203 here on Amazon. Always go for the retest. Why do we always have to have a retest? How come if we get a move to the downside like this, traders, look, here's support. Why aren't we shorting there? Why are we waiting for the retest and shorting there? Can anyone tell me that? Moose the job. Yes, we got to have fun. We got to have fun. Tap, tap, tap. Confirmation, Buckeye. Yep, but why? Why do we need that confirmation, everybody? We never want to get caught in the poke through, all right? We never want to get caught on a poke through because it usually goes back this way. You want to hold this level because you want to make sure the bears are in charge, all right? And then it'll fly for you. Very, very important. A lot of traders that I see, soon as it breaks support or resistance, I'm in, we're going to the moon. And then all of a sudden, nope, fake out. And now you're like, oh, man, it did it again. What you want to do is you want to get through that resistance, retest it. The bulls say, oh, we are in charge. And then, boom, up to 212. See what I'm saying, folks? All right. Mighty Mike with the finger heart. Thank you, Mighty. Meta, yes. Oh, I love all these novice comments. They are hysterical. Remember when you all in the VIP used to be like them? Remember? And now you learned the right way on how to trade. Remember those days? Those painful days? 5 minute on Meta, you're nice and tight. 15 minute to the upside. We got that 200. Let's see where we're at here on the hourly. You found the light, VIP. You found the light. Let's see. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 610.50. 610.50, 610 area. First stop on Meta. Under 610 with that retest, you have room down to 579 here on Meta. Coming back up, you got room up to 636 on Meta. Let's go, babies. Let's go. Tap it out over there on the tubes. Tap it. Tappity tap. We are at 92,000 over here on TikTok. Tap that machine, everybody. Walmart. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Walmart. Did they pick everything off the ground yet? Narrow state on Walmart. We are in position 2 to the ground side. The downside here on on Walmart. Hold on, everybody. Let's mark it out. Gotta be careful. My wife is right there. She's right there. She'll yell at me. All right, here we go on Walmart. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to $94. $94 on Walmart. Under 94 with a retest. You're coming back to 92. Back to the upside here on Walmart. You have room up to $96, okay? 96, and then you're coming into a lot of resistance on Wall of the Mart. Good morning, Buckeye. Rico, no. I will never message anybody. I have one account. You're looking at it. You're on it. I'm not going to say it. I'll get in trouble. I can't say it. I had a good comment for everybody, but I can't do it. I caught myself, Mr. Dave. I caught myself. I think my wife's listening. I would have been really in trouble. But it was a good one. We are in a narrow state on the Qs. We are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 492.50. 492.50 with a retest. You have room down to 483. That one could have got me in a lot of trouble. Coming back up on the Qs, you have room up to 514 on the Qs. Hot Hands. What's up, Hot Hands? How are you? Let's hope you have hot hands today trading, my brother. You want these hotkey hands to be hot hands. NFLX. The Netflix. A lot of good shows I hear on Netflix, huh? A lot of good series that they've come out with. They're always so dark, though. You know what I mean? Then you start questioning everything. All right, here we go on Netflix. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside on Netflix. Nice and tight there with all your moving averages here. You're coming into that 200 on the 15 currently on a Netflix here, so be careful with that, all right? 1211, Biome. Let me mark these out for you. Biome. All right, here we go on Netflix. Narrow, you are in position 2. You have resistance right above you to ignite you down to 1163.50. 1163.50. First stop here. Back over this, well, now it's resistance. Over 1180 with a retest. You have room up to 1188. All right, 1188. Watch your support coming down the board here. Mark these down, everybody. Mark these down, everybody. Big levels right there. Thank you, Hot Hands. Doing very well. Where are you from, Hot Hands? I like you, Hot Hands. Where are you from? Measy with the heartbeat. Measy with the heartbeat, yes. Zad Method with the rose. Adrian Rodriguez with the cheering crab. Yes. And the heart me. Every time you do a heart me, folks, every day, you are part of the fan club. That's what they call it now, apparently, fan club. I got this notification on TikTok that you are now upgraded to fan club. They never tell you what that means, though. Like, you got to, like... SM, I saw that. South Georgia, very good. South Georgia. AMD, right now we are in position 2 to the downside in a narrow state on AMD. 107 is your first stop. Under 107 with a retest, you have room down to 105. Be careful here, okay? A lot of these have support for a bounce back up to the upside. 111 is the golden goose back up here on AMD. I will be looking for plays back to the upside today, everybody, just to let you know. I want it to find its support levels, and then we'll see if we can get something back to the upside, okay? South Georgia in the house. Where's everybody else in here coming in from? We got South Georgia. Where else on YouTube and TikTok? What state are you coming in? Not the state of your stock, the state that you live in. Let's see what we got here, everybody. We are at 109,000 likes. Let's go. We'll check Baba in a second. Ohio, Tennessee, South Carolina. Let's go. Texas, New Jersey, New York City, Indiana, Georgia, Rhode Island, Somalia, California, North Carolina, Florida, Missouri, Sinaloa, Mexico, hello, Detroit, Minnesota, Ontario, Florida, California, Virginia, Detroit, Pennsylvania, Boston, Long Island, Mike, what's up, baby? Canada, Kansas, there's no place like home. You got it, baby. New York City, South Carolina, the Verrazano. Let's go. Minnesota, Australia, Morocco. What's up, foodie? Over there in Morocco. Minnesota for Mustajab. Morocco again. New Jersey for the Flows. Very nice. A lot of Moroccos in here, huh? Interesting. Yeah, they respond with no violations, right? Chicago, the Bay Area, Somalia. Cool. Abdul with the follow. Chicago, very nice. I saw Intel on the board, right? You for loving me. Right now, we're in a narrow state here on Intel. Let me redo these. Narrow state on Intel. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Right now, you're narrow. You're in position 2. You got room down to 1980 here on INTC. The euro was born 1980. Under 1980, you have room down to 1935 and then $19 here on Intel. Coming back up on Intel, you got room up to 2055 and then $21 here on Intel. All right, mark that down. Apple, yes, take a bite out of Apple, everybody. Right now, we are in a, let me see, neutral state here on Apple. We are in position start of 3. You got room down to 193. First stop is 193. Under 193, we got to hope that holds. Let me get you something under 193 here on Apple. Yes. 190. 190. Under 193, you got room down to 190 hold number. You're going to find some support either here or here, folks, okay, for a move back up. If you can hold 193, you got room up back up to 200. Bottom of the whip zone. Watch your retracement levels. Watch your retracement levels. Here we go. Are we ready? That's where we are. 198 back to the upside should be your first bullseye here, okay? 198 should be, if you're not going to do a reversal to the upside, you're looking around 198 if you stay in this current position for a possible short again to the downside. All right. Mokesword, thank you for the subscription. Mokesword, you're a Cleveland Browns fan. You daring soul, you over there. I shouldn't talk, though. I'm a Giants fan. They're in no better shape. They may be in worse shape. Market cap with the popular vote in the heartbeat. Manny being Manny completes the crabs. Yes, let's hammer those roses. Come on, baby. Let's hammer those roses. Ready, set, go. You were made for loving me. Zen with the heartbeat. Thank you, my Zen. The Qs. Poor Cleveland Browns. They always draft a quarterback and they never pan out. All right, we are in a narrow state here. He's laughing. We're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on the Qs. We have room down to 492.50 and then 492 area. You got to watch those half dollars, but they're not too crazy. You usually wind up going to the whole number above or below you anyway. You got room back up to 514 here on them Qs. 514 with an event. Okay, with an event, yes. User with the rose. Josephina with the roses. Spy, Miss Market. We love Miss Market. You better love Miss Market. We're in a neutral state here on Miss Market. You're getting narrow, neutral, narrow, close. We are in position 2. You got room down to 570 on the Spy. 570 is the first stop. Under 570 with a retest, you got room down to 560. Back to the upside, 583. Prior day close is the first stop on SPY. Folks, you got to watch those prior day closes. All right? Very powerful, like whole numbers. So don't think you're going to come up long and say, oh, I got a good trade back to the upside. I'm going to hold it through the prior day close. No, you're not. No. Don't do it. Thank you, Anton, for the subscription on the tubes. Candy with the mic champ. Candy. Mark Mazo with the lightning and the heart me. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Trinity loves that C. She loves that C, Trinity, because she's a champion. That's why she loves that C. Right, Trinity? All right. We are in a neutral state on C. We are at the start of position 3 here at 71.52 on C. We mark out all our levels up and down. But Voss, we're bleeding out. No, you're not. No, you're not. This market goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways. We're not bleeding. The only thing bleeding is your trading. 71.52. You got room down to $70, Trinity. $70. Coming back to the upside, you have room up to 73. 73 on C. Mark that down. What, you guys hit those roses already? No. Did you? Damn! Damn, Sam! Look at you guys. You guys are in it to win it. You guys are in it to win it. No, I don't want that one. It always defaults me to that. Why is that? All right. What do we got? PLTR for the Midwest. What do you fish for in the Midwest there, my friend? Right now, we are in a narrow state here on PLTR. You got room down to 119, 119.44, then 119, whole number. Coming back up on PLTR, 122, okay? Under 119, you have room down to 113 on PLTR. You want to get over that whip zone of 125.08 for a room up to 127, and then hopefully 131. Lotus! What's up, Lotus? You're not named after a Lotus Notes, are you? Jared would get that joke right there. Welcome, Lotus. Good to see you. Only Jared would get that joke. Right? Hi, Tesh. What's up, baby? Jared, do you get that joke? Yes or no? Lotus Notes. Netflix. We are in a narrow state here on Netflix. We're banging in right now to 1179. 1179. Elo family, hello. Yep, we'll do Tesla in a second. You got to get under 179 here with a retest for a move back down to 1164, 1163, 55. Say it again, I missed it. His name is Lotus. I said, was he named after Lotus Notes? Coming back up, you have room up to 1187.50 here on Netflix, okay? So watch this event possibly. You're in a narrow state, so be careful, okay? Chandler Boyce with the rose. Hello, Chandler. Zen with the roses. I always do that. I somehow always move this thing over. And I don't know how I do it. That's all right. I can see it better. Meat Daddy X. SQ. Here we go on X. We put these in. All right, X marks the spot. Remember that. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside on X. On the hourly, let's roll it back. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to put you at 45. All right, I'm going to put you at 45, that whole number. You got room up to $45 on Xaruni, the X-Man, the X-alicious, Coming back down, watch your pivot right here. 43.50, okay? 43.50 and then $43 on X. You are in a neutral state, but you got room up on X, my friends. The Qs. Jared's looking up Lotus Notes. I'm shocked. You gotta know what Lotus Notes is. Oh, Tesla for Elo. Sorry, Tesla first. We are in a neutral state on Tesla. You're getting narrow here pretty quick. We should be narrow by the bell. You have room down to 331.57 here on Tesla. Under 331.57, you have room down to 323. Coming back up, watch 341 here on Tesla. Hitesh, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, my brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Fatherless. How are you? Thank you for the rose. Well, I don't want you to be fatherless. You want me to be your daddy? Hot in here. Hot in here. Welcome to the VIP. Bye Jones with the yearly VIP. He's in it to win it. That's what I'm talking about, Bye. You're in it to win it, baby. Yes, I like it. Fatherless. Coin. The Qs and then coin. Nobody should be fatherless. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 492.50. 492.50, first stop. Under 492.50, you got room down to 483. Coming back up here on the Qs, you got room up to 514. 514. And then over to coin we go. Yes, it's windy here. It's going to be windy. It doesn't matter anyway. My balls go all over the place. Don't get dirty. All right? My balls will fly everywhere today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on coin. You are under that 5-minute 200. That is now resistance. But underneath you, we have the 15-minute 200 here on a coin. Can't help yourself, Voss. You just can't help yourself. You're neutral. You are in a bullish state. You are in a bearish position. You have a 200 here. You have a 200 here. All right. You want to get under 260.86 for a move back down to 240. 240. But get that state more narrow, okay? Get it more narrow. Hello, Derek Anaya. Welcome. Right, Derek, we talk about sports over here. What's your favorite sports team? We're talking about the Yankees, the Knicks game tonight. We're trying to figure out if the Knicks are going to win right now or not, you know. Thank you for the follow, Alio, Teshu, Archie, Raphael Markson with the follow. Bitcoin. All right, here on Bitcoin, we did not get the 20 halt. See it right here? Nope, couldn't do the halt. Under, now you're trying to halt again. All right, you're trying to halt again. Now what you need to do is you have to get over that pivot on coin of the bit. You must get over this pivot for a move back up to the 200. You got plenty of room. Get over that bad boy, all right? Mark this number down. Mark that down. In here, where'd Jared go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? The guy disappears every 2 seconds. We're getting hot in here. We got almost done with that rose goal. That is the last goal of the day. Hammer them roses. Hammer those roses. Uber for Mike V. We are in a narrow state on Uber. Uber. You are in position 2. You have room on Uber down to $82. $82. Okay? You have room back up to $88 coming back through. You want to get over $88.56 and come back up to up to $90. You want to get back up to that $90 area, okay? April Stapleton with the roses. Zen S. Galvin with the roses. Thank you so much for those roses. I appreciate you. Pepsi. All right, we'll do a little Pepsi for you. You know? We'll do a little Pepsi for you. Right now here on Pepsi, you got a flat 200, everybody. We are in a neutral state in position 1 here on Pepsi. Got support underneath you on Pepsi with that 200, okay? 15-minute, you got support again with that 200. On the hourly, you're banging and clanging with right here. All right, you're above it. You have a lot of support underneath you on Pepsi. You have room up to 132.28. 132.28 on Pepsi. And then 133 and then 135 here on Pepsi. Right here, you got a lot of support. You're neutral, all right, on Pepsi. It looks pretty good, Pepsi, actually. You got room up to 132. First stop on Pepsi. VIPers, I better not see any Pepsi trades. All right? You're not that amateur anymore. You said Pepsi looks good. Let's go run over to Pepsi. I never traded it before, but today you said it looks good. I'm going to trade it. No! You trade the same 6 to 8 stocks you trade every single day. See the difference? Legend with the follow. Yes, PLTR. PLTR. That was the old you running up, chasing after scanners. We are in an arrow state. You got room down to 119. 119.44 really is your first stop. And then 119 here, okay? You got room back up to 122 here on PLTR. Over 122, you got room up to 125 on PLTR. What's up, YouTube? Elite Easy with the Heart Bay. Welcome to the fan club, Elite. Every time you send a heart me, you are part of the fan club. We got 44 heart me's on the board. We got to get those babies up. We are at 155,000 likes. You got 3 minutes to get to 200,000. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Go, 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 go! What's the feeling and sentiment? We don't care about the market. Who cares? You just trade your setups. We're trying to feel out and have sentiment about what the market is now? Is that what we do? No, I'm not making fun of you. No. You are trading your A+ setups. You are a setup trader. That is it. Who cares what the market does? You don't care what the market does. You're just trading your setups. That's it. Waza with the heart bay. Yes, Waza. Thank you. Shelly, how are you, Shelly Mullen? Love you too. The market is cold. I got to get my jacket. Hold on, guys. The market's cold today. I can't trade without a jacket on. Honey Pie, can you bring my jacket down? If the market goes up, I'm going to take it off because then it'll be hot. All right, but right now it's cold. I got to feel it out. MU, Johnny Moore, there he is. We are in a narrow state on MU. We are in position 2 here on MU. Let's see what MU's got room to fall. You got room down to $86. $86 here on MU, okay? Coming back up, you have room up to $95. But you got room to fall on MU. I'm going to put MU on watch here at the open. I'm going to watch MU. Yep, narrow state. We are in position 2. Starting 3, we got one leg down. We can get down to 86. MU's on watch. Brad James. Let's go, Brad James. I love you, my Brad James. Thank you. We got 50% of the roses left. Hammer it out. Use 2 hands. Rose and tapping. Brad James, user lovesick. Waza. It's folks, you got to get rid of that weekend Friday mentality. Elite Easy. The lazy will do nothing this weekend. April Zen. S. Galvin. Fatherless. Candy. Chandler. Zen. Manny being Manny. Who's going to study this weekend? Huh? This is going to set the big boys and girls from the little ones. User Josephina. Zen Method. Market Cap. Manny being Manny. Hadrian. Zen. Buckeye. Mighty Mike. Candy. KK. User Hillary, Chef Joseph, C. Trujillo, Zen, Scott Davis, Paulo, Matt Dixon, user Jaffe Joe, Mighty Mike, Powder, user 146701843, Alex Diaz with the roses. Thank you, my Alex. Jared, yes. Poetic Emulation, Manny Being Manny, JDM, Mr. Dave, Andrew the Believer. Keep tapping us to 200,000. Let's go. 200,000. We got it. Yes, if you're new here, folks, head over to thevosstrading.com. Get in that VIP. You will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days to start studying with us in the VIP. $25 a month, $275 for the year. Tuesday, you will have some type of knowledge on how to trade properly. All right? For a lot of you today may be a painful experience coming into a holiday. You don't know your state. You don't know your position. You're not going to know where you are in the market cycle. It could be a big one of these for you today. And we don't want that. All right? We want to help you. We are here to help you. Okay? And we can do it. Just ask all the VIPers in here. Ask all the non-VIPers who have been watching me in here for a while, okay? Candy with the rose. Mighty Mike with the goat. Let's go, team. We're at 172. We're at 172. Thank you, Candy. Thank you. She's hammering those roses. The Johnny Special. What's up, my brother? Wazah with the roses. I like that. Wazah. When I go upstairs after I'm done trading, I'm going to go up to my wife and go, Wazah! I may do that on the course today. After I hit my driver right down the middle, I'm going to go, Wazah! I love that name. Elite with the rose. Thank you, Candy. Powder Hound, let's go. Tommy John trading. I hope you don't trade like Tommy John pitched. A lot of Tommy John surgeries out there. You know what I'm saying, Tommy John? There he goes, JDM. Go, baby, go. Wazah. Yes. Nailed it. 176,000. Target. I'll do target for you. Target, we are in a narrow state on Target. Narrow, we are in position 2 to the downside. Yes. 15-minute, watch that 200 above you. And folks, please take the word trade out of your name. Okay? Until you're profitable in the simulator for 6 months straight, you have no business having the word trade in your name. You have room down to $92 here on Target. You got room up to $95 coming back the other way here on Target. You want to get back over $95.42 for room back up to $97 on Target. Thank you, everybody, so much. We will be back on tomorrow, yes, on Saturday, for some training and review. Get in that VIP so you know what the hell you're doing. Tanya, love you, honey pie. Thank you for all the roses, all the gifts, all the likes, as always, all the tapping. I appreciate you. We didn't get to 200 today, but that's okay, all right? Stephen Ryan, you learn all that in the VIP. We got a whole entire 40-minute class on it. I love you all. VIP, we'll see you in 5 minutes in the VIP chat. Thank you, guys. Love you. Be safe out there. Study, study, study.